Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of Distance Learning School. It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining bright, and the VLE is still working as we expect. So well done to everyone from kindergarten right up to year 6. And I know that in the early years, Tapestry is going very, very well, and allowing people to keep connected and allowing parents to keep posting messages to the teachers on how their children are getting on at home. And I mentioned that word connected because that's one of the messages that I have today, is to make sure that we're doing all we can to stay part of our school community. So in the older years, from year 6s and 5s, we're going to be rolling out Microsoft Teams, and you will receive invites to be part of those groups where you can post messages to each other. The teachers can see those messages, and it's a way for us to know exactly how you're getting on, and also a way to teach you about collaboration, about how you collaborate with each other, your classmates, where you can help each other as well as receiving the help from the teacher. So we've also set up a school email address called community@stedwards.co.uk, and we want to hear your stories of how distance learning is going at home. You might want to send us in a photograph of your workspace or any helpful ideas that we can share throughout the community to help us all, and so that we can learn from each other. And the third message I had for you today was go to bed early and get up early. So I know it might be tempting to stay a little bit later and, to delay going to bed and having a little bit of a lie-in, but that's not going to work. Easter hasn't arrived yet. That's okay in the holidays, but you're still working. So bed early, up early. We've recommended Joe Wicks at 9 o'clock. It's a good way to get you active and to feel that the day has started. Great. And the fourth thing I want to say to you is today we have launched school radio. And thank you very much to your parents for sending me some ideas overnight. So we've launched that this morning, and I will select children, or if anybody's interested, let me know if you want to appear on the school radio. But I did a trial with a few children this morning, and one person will be selected every day for that little segment. And it's ways that you as pupils, it's ways that we can hear your voice, and ways that we can share with the pupil body your tips and your advice of how to do effective distance learning. So today, first up on school radio is our head girl, Scarlett Evans. So I hope you enjoy listening to the interview that I had with Scarlett earlier. And in the meantime, keep going. Remember the cup method. Stay creative, unstoppable, and positive. Well done. See you tomorrow. This morning on school radio, we've got Scarlett Evans, and Scarlett is our head girl. And she's going to just be having a little chat with me about how she's been getting on with distance learning school. And she might give us some top tips at the end of how to help others. So Scarlett, how's it been going? It's been very, very different, hasn't it? A very different experience. How's it been for you?
It's been good. And I've enjoyed spending time with my family and being able to be a little bit more flexible and go outside and enjoy the sunshine.
That's very interesting, because it certainly does give us more opportunity to be with our families, doesn't it? And of course, it's really important during these beautiful days that we get a chance to get some fresh air, and that we're not sitting on our computers all day, because that's a very, very important message. And you said about also about it being flexible. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, because you can do the work whenever you would like, and when you would like to take a break, you're allowed to. So you're not stuck to a timetable, even though it is good to have a routine.
Of course. So in school, you've got to, we have to abide by the timetable, and there's not much flexibility because it has to be very structured in school. And of course, so what you're saying is with distance learning school, it gives us that little bit more flexibility. We still do the work, but we can be a little bit more flexible around it. Excellent. Wonderful. Have you had any obstacles that you've encountered, and any creative ways that you showed that you were being unstoppable and positive? Anything that you'd like to share that was difficult about anything?
Yeah, doing the internet is quite hard because loads of schools and people who are running businesses are trying to use it, and some of the systems are struggling to cope with all of the attention from everyone. And I've overcome it by finding other things I like to do, like reading, mindfulness, colouring, Moana, and netball. I'm also getting quite good at football with my brother.
Oh, very good. Well, I hope it would be really, really great if you could give Theo some challenge there on the football front, because of course football is something that can be played by girls and boys, absolutely. So that's really, really great, and I can hear the understanding that you have that throughout the world today, all the systems and all the Wi-Fi networks and all the companies are experiencing difficulties. And that's because it's something new. But when something new comes, we just learn how to adapt, we become resilient, and we find creative ways to move forward. So thank you very much, Scarlett. Thank you, and keep working hard and keep being flexible and keep getting outside as well. Thank you.
Mr. McKernan?
Yes.
I have got 5 top tips if you'd like.
Oh, you've got 5 top tips as well as the several that you've just given me. Yes, go ahead.
To start your day with Joe Wicks, because he'll wake you up and get you ready to start your day, and try to get your family involved because it's more fun that way. My second tip is to make sure you have your workspace or desk set up and clean and all ready to go. My third tip is to try and follow the school timetable for some routine, but make sure you get the most of the sunshine and get outside in the garden. My fourth top tip is to try this is the one time you can have drinks and snacks on your desk while you're working, so try and make the most of it. And finally, it's try and make sure you stay in touch with your friends every day. I use FaceTime to try and talk to my friends because it's easy to use and you can have some fun and chat together.
And that's wonderful. So that whole idea of making sure you get up nice and early, making sure your workspace is being properly designed, making sure you're getting out in the sunshine, making sure your drinks and snacks are beside you. And the most important message that you've given is for us all to stay connected. And that is a really, really important thing, Scarlett, is that we are all connected. We all feel that we're together during this time. Well, Scarlett, thank you so much for sharing all that information, and I know that everybody in the school will definitely benefit from that. Thank you for sharing all your ideas with me.
Bye.
Bye-bye.